Namam Vishnu. Yes, Mataji. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Gnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashadya Deshatarine Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Thank you, Ojeshwi. Thank you so much for the prayers. Now we have Sita Priti Mataji with us. Mataji, you have to unmute yourself, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji, I'll join from the laptop. 1 second. It was
Sure,
frozen.
Mataji, which will sing Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Samskriti, go ahead and sing Hare Krishna for me.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank you. Suraj, please, Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Suraj. Are you hearing me?
Suraj. I think he's eating, Mataji.
Mataji has food in his mouth.
Oh, food in his mouth. Okay, Advait, please sing Hare Krishna.
Okay, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Very nice. Who else is there? Okay, bring the sing Hare Krishna. Quickly, Mataji already came.
Hare Krishna. Can you put my video? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Right, ball. Very nice. Nice to see you, Pranav. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
How are your classes going on? Your strings? You enjoying?
Yes, Mataji.
Very nice. So soon we will have a presentation by you. How you're working on your strings and a new song. It's a long way to go, right? You've raised your hand. Do you want to sing the Hare Krishna Mahamantra?
Yes, Mataji.
Go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Very nice. Haribol. So, okay, for the Monday class, I think it's been a long time that I have been here on a Monday class, right? Because I was not well and then some things or the other. Okay, it's good to see you. So, Hare Krishna. Yes?
How come we didn't have class yesterday? Is it because of President's Day?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because it
I
was
got confused because usually like the American holidays, most of the times we don't have holidays for Bhakti Sangha, right? So I got confused.
Yeah, but then what happened was because many of them had holidays from Wednesday itself, and then some of them had traveling plans. So then we did not want to miss on many of our students.
Okay, got
That's the reason we gave holiday. Glad you missed us, Advait. So we have Sanskrit.
Yeah, I joined Malava class yesterday because there wasn't going on.
Okay. So Vinita Gandharika Mataji, so Madhava class was there, huh?
Yeah, because it's a weekly one class only, right? Last Monday
right,
also we missed
a
it.
lot.
So
Right.
Mataji said it's a weekly one class, so the children will not get today chance. So that's
Very
why
nice.
they had Mataji. Otherwise,
Very
they
nice.
have cancelled that also.
Yeah, right.
Reason it's
Very
only
nice.
one class, so that's why we had it.
Exactly. Monday becomes a big deal then, right? So we have Suraj, Balavrinda, Samskriti, Ojasvi, Isha, Ruby, Advait, Abhayram, Ramachandra. Ruby Yadav and CP. Who is CP? Ruby, are you new to the class?
This is Rhythm's mom, and yeah, we are new to class, and he is only 3. He's running around, and this is our first class. So I don't think he's ready for this yet. I don't know. He's not getting the idea or something.
You want him to see us? Like you want us to all see him?
Yeah, hold on.
He needs to be in Damodar, Mataji,
Yeah.
just 40 minutes before this
The
class.
class before this, Mataji, Ruby Mataji, the class which is before this, it's Damodar. It's for the younger ones, and they'll have story. Yeah, it's story time, so he'll be hooked onto it.
Yeah, so yeah, he's playing, he's laughing, and
That's okay. That's okay. No worries, no worries. So the class before this is Damodar group, which is for the younger ones. So once they have the same groups to children, he will love to be with them.
What time does it start?
Right before this, so 45 minutes before 6:15 PST.
Yes.
So at 5 o'clock, Mataji, 5 o'clock, 5 CST, 5 p.m. CST.
5:30, Mataji, 5:30 CST.
5:30 CST.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I will try that. Yeah.
Okay, so who is CP? Haribol?
Mataji, that is not connected to audio, Mataji. That's fine.
Okay, Mataji, can you make me co-host?
Oh, I did not. Sorry, Mataji.
No,
I was so excited. I forgot to do my work.
Okay, so for everyone's, like, as we start, okay, first I'll just share the screen. So then, okay, we'll start with our prayers. Everyone together? Everyone together, okay? You can unmute and we can start.
Om Gyanatimirandasya
Jnanatimirandasya gnananjanashalakaya Chakshuranmilitam yena tasmai Shri Gurave Namah
Namaste Saraswate Devi
Namo Vishnupadaya
Visheshaya
Vishnupadaya
Asatari Shri Krishna
Vedanta
Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri
Namaste Saraswate Gauravani
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Srivasadi Gaurabhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama
Rama
Hare
Hare
Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Okay. Okay, so what we'll do is whenever we are saying these prayers, everybody will see to it that we are all synchronized in one tune, okay? You know what they say is when you are saying the mantras or when you are saying some chanting, or the best way, you know, the how it's explained that when you are going, suppose you are going around the temple, you do parikrama, right? It should be, you know, normally what happens is when you are around the temple, you just run around. Okay, I have to do 5 rounds. I have to do 5 parikrama of the temple. So you just start walking very fast, very fast. So that mood of your bhakti does not stay in that. Same thing when you're saying some mantras or when you're saying some chantings, see to it that we are paying attention to each and every word. I am not carrying a bus, or I'm not over here to take a bus and run around, right? Oh, I finished first. This is not our mood, right? So let us see to it that we all are saying it synchronized together. Okay,
Mataji, I'm not really thinking about synchronization. I'm saying it at my own speed.
Yeah, so when we are in a group, Suraj,
I say it like normal.
Yeah, so when we are in a group, Suraj, we'll all try to follow one same pace. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, very nice. Okay, so what we'll do is we see today what we're doing is, do you know we have come to the end of first canto? Anybody
We
realize?
have-
Did anybody realize that the first canto Srimad Bhagavatam, we see the very details which are there, the very detailed philosophies which are there, that is too much deep, right? At this stage, if we can explain you the main essence of the Srimad Bhagavatam in the form of stories and the chapter wise with the main events, it will make it more interesting for you to start reading it, right? So doing that, we have come to the end of first canto. How many of you? Nobody hurry ball over it? Nobody excited?
Haribol!
Haribol!
Right? So,
It's a bit to unmute, Mataji.
yeah. Okay. So then what we did was we started with the first 3 verses also we have done. And then slowly what we will do is we'll come with these verses. First, we will just see what all we have done in the Srimad Bhagavatam first canto. Okay. Okay. So the first canto started with questions by the sages, right? Anybody remembers what were the questions by the sages?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, there's a slide also over here for a recap. So the first canto starts with the questions of the sages. Mukund, can you read the questions for us, please?
Yes, Mataji. Question 1. What is the absolute ultimate goal for everyone? Question 2. What is the essence of all scriptures? Question 3. Why did Lord Krishna appear himself? Question 4. Please describe the pastimes of Lord Krishna. Question 5. Please tell us the purpose of the 10 best known incarnations. Question 6. Where has religion take shelter now that Krishna has left this world?
Very nice. Thank you so much, Mukund. So now as we move ahead, when we moved ahead, did you feel that all these questions were answered in the first canto in different chapters by different pastimes? Right? What is the absolute ultimate good for everyone? And then we will go which chapter wise also what we have seen. Okay. And then what is the essence of all scriptures? Then why did Lord Krishna appear himself? We saw Bhishma Dev's what he had instructed the Pandavas, in that how he had explained about Lord Krishna and how he has mentioned what the Pandavas need to do. Then please describe the pastimes of Lord Krishna. In the first canto, did we see the pastimes of Lord Krishna? Hi, Bol. You can unmute and answer. Have we seen the pastimes of Lord Krishna in the first canto?
No.
No?
No, Mataji.
No.
We did see when we did not see when Arjuna remembered Krishna, when Yudhishthir remembered Krishna, when Mother Kunti was remembering Krishna, how Krishna has helped them in all the times, right? So in each and every canto, there are going to be pastimes of the Lord. Okay, so what we will do is I will go with this.
Mataji, just 1 minute. I think we're all taking too long to unmute. So just saying, here's a shortcut on Zoom. Okay, you need to do full screen on Zoom, and then you will hold the space bar, and then you talk, and then you release the space bar, and then you're muted.
Okay, okay, no worries, no worries. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, we'll do
And
that.
then if you want to do it for a long time, then you just do Alt plus A.
Okay. Okay. So see, in the first canto, chapter 1 is questioned by the sages. Then divinity and divine services. Krishna is the source of all incarnation, right? So in this now this incarnations part, because it is included in the second canto and the first canto, will be soon doing the incarnations as well. Okay, from the first and the second. Now the appearance of Narada and Narada's instructions to Vyasadeva. So see, what we started with was the stories from the Bhagavatam. So Vyasadeva feels incomplete and dissatisfied. Does anybody want to tell me? Wait, let me ask. Ramachandra, I do not see you on video. Raya Prahlad is there. Why did Vyasadeva feel incomplete and dissatisfied? Anybody can answer. You can raise your hands.
Mataji,
Because
Vyasadeva
he did
felt
everything,
dissatisfied because he wrote all the Puranas and, for example, Mahabharata, but he only mentioned Lord Krishna as a character, not as a supreme personality of Godhead. That's why he felt unsatisfied.
Okay. Ramachandra, you want to say something?
yeah, I was basically the same thing as Mukund. That he just felt something like that. He was missing something in the scriptures.
Okay. So he said that he has mentioned everything, but yet he has not explained the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Krishna. And that is the reason he was dissatisfied, right? So then as we move ahead, what we had seen was that conversation between Narada and Vyasadeva that we completed, and the son of Drona punished. You remember who is the son of Drona?
Ashwatthama.
Ashwatthama!
Ashwatthama, right? Yeah. Yes. So Ashwatthama, right? So we had the Ashwatthama story in which everybody able to see the new slide?
Yes,
Okay.
Mataji.
Yes.
Right? Right, yeah. So how Ashwatthama was punished because he had yes, somebody wants to tell me the story? We're going to quickly go with the glimpse of the story.
Mataji, which story is it again?
Ashwatthama's story. Where is it?
Mataji, can I say?
Who is this?
This is Mukund, Mataji.
Okay, let me see if anybody else has raised hand. Okay, go ahead, Mukund.
Okay, Mataji. So,
We'll be quick, okay?
yes, Mataji. So, Ashwatthama was a Brahmin Putra, but according to his actions, he wasn't actually a Brahmana, but he was a Brahma Bandhu. I think that's the word. So, he had also participated in the battle of Mahabharata. And when he took birth, then there was one jewel on his head. I don't remember its name, but that gave him the power of being eternal. So after while the war was going on in the last days, when Duryodhan was lying almost dead on the ground, then he went to Duryodhan and asked, shall I kill the Pandavas for you? Then Duryodhan agreed. But Duryodhan was still hesitant, but he did agree. So then Ashwatthama went in the midnight and he killed the sons of the Pandava, not the Pandavas, because he could not see properly. And then what happened was the next day, when Draupadi discovered that her sons were dead, then she asked Arjun, whose arrows are these? Arjun told, this is Ashwatthama's arrows. So then all the 5 Pandavas with Krishna went out to find Ashwatthama. When they found him, both of them released Brahmastras. First Ashwatthama did, but he did not know how to retract it. So he released it, but then because Brahmastra is the highest weapon, that's why Arjun also, according to the instruction of Lord Krishna, he had to also release the Brahmastra to counteract it. And then what happened was that because both of their heat and energy, if they would collide together, then the whole world would end. That's why the sage stopped it and they told both of them to retract it. Arjuna did it, but Ashwatthama told that he did not have
Knowledge.
he did not know the mantra to take it back. So then the sage told him to redirect it somewhere else, but not on the Pandavas. So he did it. He planned to destroy the dynasty of the Pandavas, and he aimed at Parikshit Maharaj, who was in the womb of Uttara at that time. So and that was the only child that was left in the Pandava dynasty. So when he redirected it there, then it went over there, but then Krishna took his I think Kaumudaki club and Sudarshan Chakra, and then he goes in the womb of Uttara in the size of the thumb, and he protects Maharaj Parikshit from being dead from the Brahmastra.
Right.
And then after that, Ashwatthama's jewel on the head is removed, and Krishna curses him that you will live on this earth very miserably until the end of this creation.
Right, right. Very nice. Thank you, Mukund. Right. So then we have also seen the prayers of Mother Kunti, wherein Mother Kunti was every time remembering Krishna that whenever we had difficulties, we always had you by our side. So if it is that difficulties are the reasons that you are there along with us, then let the difficulties pour in and let the difficulties be by our side, so that at least we will have your darshan and we will have your association always. As we go in the first canto again, the passing away of Bhishma Dev, right? As we've seen this as a long event, right? How Bhishma Dev had wanted Lord Krishna right in front of him, and he wanted to leave his weapons only when Lord Krishna was there. And then when Arjuna's arrow pierced him, and he was lying on the battlefield with all the arrows, he was on the bed of arrows. And at that time also, he had instructed all the Pandavas on how to be a good ruler and what are the exact dharmas, or what are the exact things a ruler has to follow. Now that the war is done, then it is time for Lord Krishna to leave for Dwarika, right? So Krishna is moving for Dwarka. The Pandavas, they take they say goodbye to him when Lord is leaving for Dwarka. Then we come to the next part where
Mataji, after he leaves for Dwaraka, he'll see his kingdom destroyed because some bad people came by to capture Dwaraka, and I don't know. I read it somewhere.
mhm. So then these are when Krishna enters into Dwarika, or when Krishna moves into Dwarika, then like the Pandavas are ruling, right? But then at one time when the Pandavas, when Arjuna goes to visit Lord Krishna, what he notices over there is that the Lord Krishna, he has already winded up his pastimes on this material world, and now Lord Krishna is not there in this material world, right? And then when he comes back to Hastinapur, what all he remembers when he's talking to Yudhishthir Maharaj, when he's talking in the court, he remembers all the pastimes, and we have seen those, right? How Krishna has helped them in different ways, in different difficulties, how Krishna has been with them. And this is the way they remember the Lord. It is also that Yudhishthir Maharaj also keeps on remembering the Lord through different pastimes, right? Then we have one of the part when Dhritarashtra quits home, right? Gandhari and Dhritarashtra, they quit home. And then comes to the last ending parts of this is just a flow of events that we are showing you how we have unfolded, how the Srimad Bhagavatam first canto gets unfolded. Okay. Then the Pandavas, after they come to know that Lord Krishna has departed this world, then they are also ready to retire. They are also ready to move out from this material world, giving everything to Parikshit Maharaj. And then the new reign of Parikshit Maharaj starts, the new kingdom of Parikshit Maharaj starts, where Parikshit Maharaj is also known for a very righteous leader or a very righteous king. His stories about how he punished Kali, and then in turn how he was later on, due to some sequence of events, how he was cursed by the Brahmana boy, and then how Parikshit Maharaj has taken the curse of the Brahmana, right? What was one teaching which you understood by how Parikshit Maharaj took the curse from the Brahmana? What was one understanding? Can somebody explain me?
He was
Who
very
wants
calm and cool. He wasn't like, oh my God. He wasn't like panic.
Right, very nice. Anybody else wants to add on to it? Okay, very nice, Ramachandra. So Parikshit Maharaj, when he got the curse, like see what happens is when the thing happened that he put on the dead snake. In reality, the Brahmana boy was very angry about it, but the rishi, he was like, he just threw the snake. He was not even worried. He was not even bothered about it. Hamsi, who is this? Dhanvin? Is it Dhanvin?
Not.
Haribol?
Mataji, it says Hamsi Madhuna.
Yeah, so it's Dhanvin, I guess. Okay, anyways. You have any question, Dhanvin?
I don't think it's downwind.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not.
Okay.
Hare
And then
Krishna
the last.
Mataji. Tanvin is not there. Hamsi is just continuing her class here.
Okay. No worries.
Thank you.
I'll do. Okay. And then we come to the appearance of Sukadev Goswami, right? So this way we have completed the
Checking if you did this one.
okay, Maharaj Parikshit cursed with the Brahmana, and then Parikshit received the age of Kali. So now this tells us that, wait, let me just stop this share. Okay. The first canto, okay, the first canto which we did. How many of you did go back and at least like some of the verses that you have read? Why is everybody off on the video? I do not see anyone.
Mataji, I have no idea. I was my video was on.
Okay, very nice.
And then and then suddenly when I look back, it's not.
It's magic. Okay, so what we did was video back about our yeah, and the most important part what we have done in these cantos is we have done 1.1.1, okay, and then we have done 1.1.2 and the 1.1.3. Three verses, important verses of Srimad Bhagavatam, starting from the first verse. Okay. Now, I think you all are waiting for your cooking, right? Everybody is interested in cooking.
Mataji, Mataji, I have an idea for this Srimad Bhagavatam classes. Mataji, here could we yeah, when we're going over the Srimad Bhagavatam, every once in a while to test us, could we do cahoots?
Yes, we can definitely.
Because Mataji, many other teachers I learned from, they all do the same.
Okay, we'll definitely do something about it. Okay.
Yeah, that's
Thank
what
you.
one of my teachers.
Mataji, also at my school, something like Kahoot. It's called Blookit. And
Blookit.
Blookit is really
Yeah,
fun.
book it and quizzes.
Yeah, Blookit and Kahoot. Yeah.
Yeah, but in book it, people get more excited and like they get kind of mad too because
Blookit
when
has rigged
people
stuff.
steal from you.
Okay. Never mind. Okay, so what we'll do is we have another 2 minutes. Yeah, so we'll have two kids say these verses. Okay, Samskriti wants to say it. Samskriti and Ojasvi, you want to say the first verse? Samskriti and Ojasvi. Oh,
Yes,
Akshita has also raised her hand. Akshita, Samskriti and Ojasvi, can you say this verse?
yes, Mataji. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Janmadasya Yatonvayaditarataschateeshvabhignesvara Tene Brahma Hridayadikavaye Muhyanti Yatsuraya Tejo Varimidam Yata Vinimayo Yatra Trisariko Mrisha Dhamna Svena Sada Nirastakuhakam Satyam Param Dhimahi.
Very good, very nice. Okay. Then we have Advait, can you read the translation for us, please?
Okay, Mataji. O my Lord, Sri Krishna, son of Vyasadeva, O all-pervading personality of Godhead, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. I meditate upon Lord Sri Krishna because he is the absolute truth and the primeval cause of all causes of the creation, sustenance and destruction of the manifested universes. He is directly and indirectly conscious of all manifestations, and he is independent because there is no other cause behind him. It is he only who first imparted the Vedic knowledge onto the heart of Brahmaji, the original living being. By him, even the great sages and demigods are placed into illusion, as one is bewildered by the illusory representations of water seen in fire, or land seen in water. Only because of him do the material universes temporarily manifested by the reactions of the three modes of nature appear factual, though they are unreal. I therefore meditate upon him, Lord Sri Krishna, who is eternally existent in the transcendental abode, which is forever free from the illusory representations of the material world. I meditate upon him, for he is the absolute truth. Thank you, Mataji.
Hi Krishna. Mukund and Ramachandra. Mukund, Ramachandra, can you?
Mataji, can I say two with them?
Yeah, yes, go ahead.
Okay. Dharma projita ketavo triparamo niyamatsvaranam satam
Satam
vedya vastavamatra vastu
Shivadam
tapatrayo
Mulanam Srimad
bhagavate mahamuni krite
Kim
kimva parerishvara
Sadhya
sadhyavarudyate
Kritivihi
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Okay. The third one, who wants to go ahead with the third one? Yes. Raya Prahlad,
Mataji, Vrinda.
Raya Prahlad, Vrinda, and Suraj.
Mataji.
The third one.
कल्पतरोर्गलितं फलं शुकमुखादमृतद्रवसं युतं पिबत भागवतं रसमालयं मुहुरहो रसिका भोगिभावुकाः
Okay, very nice. You all three could say it? Okay. So what we will do is I am going to stop share and Laxmi Mata. So these three verses we have done, and in the next canto when we are starting, still we will continue with learning the Srimad Bhagavatam verses, okay? And at least 2 weeks we have this verses, so everybody can practice these verses, reading it every day. So we have Laxmi Mataji with us. Everybody is interested in...
Mataji, has our normal cooking teacher not been the cooking teacher anymore?
The normal cooking teacher. Lakshmi Mataji is the normal cooking teacher.
Oh, okay. So Radhika Mataji was substituting.
No. It's not substituting or anything. It is Lakshmi Mataji. Everybody who is going to teach is going to be our main teacher. Hi, Bol Mataji.
Mataji, good to see you after a long time.
Nice to see you, Mataji. Hi, Krishna.
Attended your class for 5 minutes.
Okay, so everybody get ready with your ingredients and get ready with things. So Lakshmi Mataji, I hand over the call to you. Please take ahead from here.
Thank you, Mataji. Here we go.
Hi, Krishna.
Hare Krishna, kids. Are we all set to try
Yes.
the cinnamon rolls today? Yes? All right, let's get going then.
Mataji, we don't have pastry paper, and we don't have like some of the things.
So you don't have pastry sheets. Do you have the dough that you made at home, or you don't have any of that?
I don't really have any.
If you do not have the dough, it's difficult to make the cinnamon roll, right? So what I would say is just watch how the recipe is done today, and then you can give it a try. So if you do not want to get the pastry sheets from outside, right, as we were talking about, so we have also shared the recipe how to make that dough at home. You could probably make that dough today and you can use that tomorrow. So tomorrow you can try the rolls and make your dough today. Okay, so we have shared the recipe. Yeah, that is the main ingredient. You need to have that. So see how we do that today and you try that tomorrow. Okay, all right kids. Others,
Mataji,
yeah,
how did you make the dough?
well, I actually buy it from the store. I don't make it at home. So I buy this pastry sheet from store. Mataji, are we moving to
Not now, Mataji. We have time. We have
yeah,
time.
so kids, I buy it from outside. I do not make it at home.
Mataji, can I see them? Like the brand?
It is, I've not done anything. This is still wrapped in the paper. Do you see? Like it's pretty much like this. I will just keep unwrapping it and I'll get my dough. See, do you see this?
Oh, can I see the brand?
Oh, I worked through that. But we will share the brand as well with you. Okay. We buy that from Walmart, but we'll share the brand with you. Okay, so this is how it looks like. And I'm going to get started. Kids, if you already have your pastry sheet ready, homemade, store-bought, any of that, let's just get started. We're going to roll it into kind of a rectangle shape, okay? I'm just going to spread a little bit of flour here so that it doesn't get stick on this. It usually does not because I have the paper on the bottom. So I'm going to unwrap my entire pastry sheet like that.
Mataji, what is the final result?
What is the final result?
Yeah.
Final result is that you're going to get cinnamon rolls. Well, I don't have those right now because we have not baked it yet. But once we are done baking, I'll definitely show it to you. All right. It's a cinnamon roll, but it's not the cinnamon roll that you get from outside, or it is not the usual kind. It's a different one. Yeah, that's what I was telling, right? It's a cinnamon roll with a twist. We'll talk about the twist too. All right. So my pastry sheet actually looks like this. I'm just going to spread it a little more because I want it a little bit thin. So I'm going to start rolling it now. Just a little bit thinner than this. It's actually not bad right now as well, but just want to roll it a little bit. Slightly thin. Oh, we all have to start our oven at 350 degrees. Okay, let's preheat our oven at 350 degrees for now. I'm going to start my oven. You all start it too. So 350 degrees. Okay. All right. While my oven is preheating, one thing what we're going to do is we're going to start making. So this is the twist, right? We're going to start making the filling now. And the filling has nothing but it's a cream cheese. So this is 8 ounces of cream cheese for this entire shape of pastry sheet. Everybody following me so far?
Mataji, cream should be put outside, Mataji, before ahead, or it's okay now?
Cream cheese would go inside, Mataji.
Yeah. No. I'm saying we need to put it outside room temperature before ahead, or it's okay if we remove from the fridge.
Yeah, you can. Well, I had it outside only for, I think, last 10 minutes, not more. We anyways are going to blend this with other things. So that's all right. If you didn't put it outside, that's all right too. It's frozen, it's room temperature, not frozen actually, refrigerated or room frozen, room temperature or refrigerated, any of those are fine. So let's get our cream cheese here in the bowl. We'll have to mix this with other things, okay? So in this, we're gonna add cinnamon. So it depends how much you like cinnamon, right? So if you do not like a lot of cinnamon, you can add less, but I would add almost couple of tablespoons actually. So this is 1 tablespoon. It's going in here. I'm gonna add another one. It's 2 tablespoons, maybe more. I think I'll do at least 2.5. Yeah, this looks good. So 2.5 tablespoons of cinnamon I've added to this. If you do not like a lot of cinnamon, then just keep it less. And the third thing that I'm going to add to this is sugar. So let's see what your recipe says. It says 1/4 cup of regular sugar, right? So that's what we're going to take now. I'm just going to add sugar to this.
How much sugar?
1/4 cup of sugar. And if you like sweet, you can add more. All right, all good so far? And I would be using a hand blender actually to mix all this together. You just want to make it slightly softer, right? It's very hard right now because it's straight from the fridge. And we just want to mix it together.
What is this machine?
This is a hand blender. All right, so we're going to mix all the 3 ingredients that we have just added. Right now, they all are separated. We just want to combine them together. And that's why we're going to use this hand blender. You can use hand blender, you can use your mixer, you know, anything, whichever you prefer. I prefer hand blender because it's a small quantity. And I have better control if I'm doing it with hands like this.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Yeah, Mataji.
You said 2 cream cheese packets, right?
I added only 1.
Oh, you said 1?
Mataji, Laxmi Mataji said exactly 8-ounce cream cheese.
Yeah, so 8 ounces is 1 packet. That is what we're using right now, Mataji. We're going to use the other 8 ounce later on.
Oh, okay, got it. That's why I got confused.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, that's for the top. And on the top, I like a lot of cream cheese. So that is why I keep almost 8 ounce. If you do not like a lot of cheese on the top, then you can make it 4 ounce instead of 8, right? So thank you, whoever was telling just now. Okay, so 8 ounce of cream cheese right now. And I've added 1/4 cup of sugar, and I have added almost 2.5 tablespoons of cinnamon powder. So do you see it's coming together now? It's done. I'll show you how that looks. Okay, we will need this hand blender again later, okay? Because we will be making the dressing, which comes on the top. So we will do that later. So I am just gonna keep
Mataji,
yeah.
how do we make the dough at home?
Yeah, so the recipe we have shared, right? Did you see the recipe that we have posted in the group? You basically need the self-raising flour, you need yeast, and then you just have to leave it out. So with homemade dough, you have to keep it out for some time, right? You make the dough, you let it rise for almost 3 hours or 2 hours, and then you can use it. Do you have the dough, or you did not make the dough?
I have the dough, but I'm just wondering how to make it at home.
Yeah, it's very easy to make it at home as well, and we have shared the recipe. So try that recipe, and if you think that doesn't work for you, let us know. Okay, we can answer any questions if you have on that. But I usually get it from outside. The one I'm using today, that's the one I get from outside. All right, so that's how it looks like. I'm just going to turn on the light here. All right, that's how it looks like right now. And what I'm going to do now is, so I have my, okay, I have my pastry sheet here, and I have this here. What I'm going to do is, what I'm going to do is, so there are a few ways you can make this, right? I'm going to cut this, so this looks like this right now, correct? I'm going to just make it, I'm going to start cutting them like this from here, like 1, 2, 3, like that. So I am going to make 5 rows out of this. So that means I'm dividing it into 5 equal parts, right? So another trick that I have, I usually do not cut it in advance. I start filling it and then I cut it so that I know how much room I have, right? So let's just put this filling in what is it called? In your piping bag, right? In your piping bag. So if you have a piping bag, use the piping bag. If you don't have the piping bag, then you can use any Ziploc, right? Fill it in the Ziploc, and we would just need actually this much. We only need this much, right? Only this much broad. So I want to have a cup actually. I'm going to start filling this now. So my filling is going in the piping bag. Everybody's good so far? Yeah, yes, no?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, perfect.
Mataji, I'm watching after you are done. I'm going to make today. Yeah, because it's so confusing. I am just looking at you. I'm doing that. It's getting confused. I thought I will peacefully watch and then make it.
You can make it with me, Mataji. It's a very simple recipe. If you want to, yeah, it's very, very simple.
I'll be making the dough and then making it, Mataji.
Oh, you're making the dough? Okay.
Yeah, because we won't get these sheets easily over here.
Okay. All right. So I have my entire filling in this right now. What I'm going to do is...
We will ask the Mataji 7:10. We will move to breakout.
Okay, okay. Yeah, what's the time now?
3 more minutes, Mataji.
7.
All right. So kids, I got this in my piping bag. If you see this, and just push this down. And I'm going to cut it as well because as As I told you, I just need this much only. So
Mataji, how do you use a piping bag?
say that again.
Mataji, how do you use a piping bag?
How do you use a piping bag?
Yes.
Well, you get these piping bags in the market and you can just use it straight away. But if you don't have a piping bag, you can always use, as I said, you can use any Ziplocs, right?
Mataji, I asked, how do you use a piping bag?
How do you use it? I didn't get your question. How do you use means what? You fill whatever you're filling you want to do. Okay, you would have decorated your cakes and muffins sometimes, right? Cupcakes.
Not really.
No, even if you have not done it, it's really easy process, right? You get these piping bags in the market, or you use your Ziploc. You add your filling to this, whatever filling or decoration or whipped cream filling, anything you want, add it to this and just use it. So I'm going to just start piping it. You can see how easy it is. So I'm going to start from the corner and I'll show you exactly what I'm doing. This is the filling. Fill as much. We're going to finish all of this in these 5 rolls, okay? Okay, so if you look at this, do you see that? This is what I have right now here. Yeah. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to just roll this. Just roll it a little bit. We don't want to use the entire sheet. We'll just use.
Mataji, could you show when you pipe out, show a close up how it looks like before you start rolling?
Okay. Yeah, we can do that with the other one, the next one. So this one I have done, and I know I do not need any more sheet. So I'm just going to cut this because I do not need any more. I'm going to just start putting it. I got this. Okay, if you can see it, yeah, you can see it from here. So this is the first one. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to roll it like this. And I want to make sure that the corners are properly closed so that the filling doesn't come out. And I'm going to secure that in the bottom. So that's how it looks like. Oops. Okay. And I'm going to just put it here. It needs spacing because it's going to get bigger. All right. So this is one. Okay. Let me show you how I'm doing it.
Mataji, before you start the next one, can we move out to the breakout?
Yes, please.
Just going to open the breakout. Please, kids, join there.
I'll miss it.
Haribol Mataji, you're already here.
Yeah. I'm going to stop live, stop recording.